Hello, I'm John Stevens. Welcome to lesson number 1 in our astrological learning series. In this lesson we're going to learn the rationale behind astrology that makes the whole system work. As a teacher, I found that once a student gets a grasp of astrology at its most fundamental level, then everything else falls into place.
Here is a representation of our solar system that is familiar to most of us. You will notice that all the planets revolve around the Sun in the same direction. That is, they all move from left to right when passing in front of the Sun, and from right to left when traveling behind it. The reason for this goes back to the origins of our solar system. Each star system starts out as a swirling mass of gases and dust particles, which eventually coalesce into a central sun, several planets with their moons, and various other orbiting bodies such as comets and asteroids. The direction of orbit is the same for all bodies within a system because they all come from the same original rotating mass. Even our own moon follows the same direction of orbit as the other planets. Now, if we were to take this view of our solar system and turn it up on end, so to speak, we would place ourselves at a vantage point above the solar system looking down at the north poles of all the planets. For the purposes of this demonstration, we will confine ourselves to the 4 planets closest to the Sun. From this vantage point, you can begin to see where astrologers got the idea of an astrological chart wheel. A chart wheel is, in fact, a snapshot of our solar system taken at a precise moment in time. Over the millennia, astrologers have developed a system whereby the heavens are divided into 12 equal segments known as astrological signs. The name of the astrological sign corresponds to the predominant constellation that is located in each of the segments. We know these signs as Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. It is easy to see that each of the planets at any given moment occupies one of the signs of the zodiac. In our example, for instance, Mercury is in the sign Gemini, Mars is in Libra, and Venus is on the borderline between Capricorn and Aquarius. This type of chart is called a heliocentric or sun-centered chart. While it is used by astrologers for some things, it is not the type of chart normally used in personal horoscopes. For individual chart interpretation, astrologers use a geocentric or earth-centered chart. The modification for a geocentric chart is to simply put the Earth at the center of the chart wheel. This practice is based on the belief that if you want to examine a person, place, or thing, it must become the center point for all available influences. You can see that in a geocentric chart, all of the planets and the Sun appear to revolve around the Earth. In this system, the Sun is no longer at the center, but actually is put in a position where it occupies a zodiac sign just like the other planets. So in our example, both the Moon and Venus are in the sign Leo. The Sun is in Virgo, Mercury is in the sign Libra, and Mars is just entering into the sign Aquarius. So when you hear someone say, "My sun sign is Libra," or "My moon is in Gemini," it is this geocentric point of view to which they are referring.
The geocentric or earth-centered chart is the chart widely used by astrologers in personal horoscopes and chart consultations. By placing the Earth at the center of the chart, astrologers can accurately assess what influences an individual might be experiencing. In the next lesson, we will show how astrologers make an even further modification by taking into account a person's geographic location on the Earth. I'm John Stevens, and thanks for watching.